Hey guys, welcome back to Unmedicated and Dysfunctional, where we medicate through gaming. My name is Kenz. Welcome back into Evan's Remains, jumping back in with this one that was a little bit tricky last time. But I think we got it. No, not so... You're not so scary anymore. There we go. Yeah, it's... when you play puzzle games, it's really easy to get stuck on something that seems so simple. Oh, right, he can just run around it. How's the translation coming along? Hello? I'm getting very, very close. So isn't that a good thing? I don't like where this is going. I feel like I forgot some of my intro. In fact, I feel like I forgot all of this. Hey guys, welcome back to Unmedicated and Dysfunctional, where we medicate through gaming. My name is Kenz. Welcome back to Evan's Remains. If you like what you're watching, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. Oh no. This looks difficult. Okay, let's... What happens if... Whoa! That was a very drastic change. And now I can't get back up. Huh. Alright, so let's think about this one for 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay, I see. Wow, that was difficult. Took a lot of out-of-the-box thinking on that one there. Hi. There we go. There we go. Alright. Dialogue. Hey, I just want you to know, whatever the artifact turns out to be, I'll be here, okay? You can count on me. Please don't run away. Thanks, Vanille. Why are you running away? Talk to me so I don't have to do these puzzles. Okay. Please be simple. None of this is simple. Why is nothing ever simple? Hey, figured it out. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. There. That was the last one. I've got the full message. But what does it say? You know, when I was a little boy, there was a neighbor kid I played with almost every day. We were almost the same age. He was 1 year older than me. Lucas. That was his name. We'd always play in the park in my hometown. First thing, every morning, Mom would make breakfast. I'd eat it as fast as I could and head to the park. He was always there waiting for me. It didn't matter how early I got up, Lucas was always first. I remember that time I asked him to sleep over. Oh, I think I completely messed up that last bit, sorry. He always carried this toy plane. I loved that plane. Even though he was a good friend, the guy never let me touch it. And that made me so mad. One day I woke up after having breakfast as usual. I went to the park. He wasn't there yet. I was happy I'd finally managed to beat him to the park. I sat down to wait for him, but hours passed, and Lucas never showed up. When I got back home, I learned that they had moved. That night, my father heard me crying in my room and came in really worried. I told him what happened. I was really sad, but I was a kid, so eventually I started to get over it. One day, my father brought me a box that had come for me in the mail. I was really confused. It was from Lucas. He sent me a letter apologizing for not being able to say goodbye. He told me he'd miss me and wouldn't forget about me. Also in the box was a gift. It was his toy plane. One day I was playing at my dad's office. I stumbled upon the box for the plane. I realized he'd made the whole thing up. Obviously, I never said a word, although I never found out how he knew that I liked that plane so much. I never told him that detail, and I wasn't ever able to ask him. Why not? He died from a strange disease a few years later. He always said, if you want to be happy, make your loved ones happy. I was too young to understand. Not long after Dad died, Mom left us. She couldn't get fear of the disease out of her mind, even though it wasn't contagious. Unfortunately, though, it's hereditary. As it turns out, Dysis and I both inherited the disease. What? You too, Clover? You may have a few weeks left. Then again, I may have a few days before the disease takes its course. Even worse, the disease progresses much more aggressively in women. Dysis, my little sister. Sooner or later, the disease will kill her. This legend, this artifact, was my only hope. What does it say, Clover? See for yourself. Oh, I need to go up to him. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place, because he only on this land, the same man, is forever and this true eternity. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land, the same man, forever and this true eternity. I think I get it. It's the island. The whole island is the artifact. And from what I can tell, the artifact's power is limited to those standing on it. That is, while we remain here, we'll be immortal. What a stupid thing. You seem happy on the island. Just get your sister and bring her on the island. What's the use of the artifact if I can't take it with me? We can just bring Dysis here. Of course we will. What other choice do I have? But she'll have to live here forever? What kind of a life would that be? A prisoner of a deserted island for all eternity. We can try and find another way. Vanille, would you excuse me for a bit? I need some time to be alone. No, I won't come back! Clover. Clover! So then what about those people that we came across earlier? And we still really don't know anything about Evan, which is kind of interesting. Why didn't you say anything? If only... Such an intoxicating fragrance, don't you think? Huh? The flowers. You... Am I interrupting something? No, no. Don't you think they're beautiful? I guess. Who would guess that the nectar is one of the world's most toxic poisons? A drop or two kills an adult in a matter of hours. A funny thing, nature. So gorgeous and so deadly at the same time. From the bottom of my heart, I believe it was made to end us. The divine punishment for destroying our home. Why are you here? It's such a shame, isn't it? Clover's situation. What if I told you... Whoa! No! There's actually something we can do. That voice again. It was you! Upbring isn't behind this, is it? It's you! You were the one who contacted me. Wasn't it fun, though? Playing detective. See, Dysis, I've always felt an inexplicable obsession with mysteries, detective stories, questions without answers. There's something so seductive in them. In real life, however, they're always so dull. They're never like in video games or a good book. That's why I wanted to really take this to the next level. Make it more interesting. You follow me? I took the liberty of designing all of this such that you could figure it out yourself. That every discovery wouldn't be uncovered by you, and only by you. Evan, on the other hand, he wanted to make everything so obvious. He wanted you to know everything from the start. Let's just say that's not how I do things. Oh, he's scary! Where's the fun in that? Where's the emotion? You wouldn't understand emotions can't be faked. They have to be authentic. They must be lived. I even managed to get someone with the same... You know what? It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? What is going on here? What is this all about? Oh, come on, Dysis. You still don't have a clue after all the work I've done? You're just going to give up? I thought you were better than that. No one appreciates a good mystery anymore. What's wrong with this maniac? Alright, I'll admit maybe I didn't give you all the pieces, but I know you won't need them. Here's something special, Dysis. Well, I think this last one will be enough. I've been aware of your observations. Remember your suspicions about the monoliths? Eureka! You were right. The question is why? Our friend Evan adored Clover, and he wanted to leave him with a little present as a final goodbye. One that involved an island capable of doing what the new message said. You follow me? No. No, no, no. So are you still wondering why you're here? I missed it. What did I miss? Is this the right thing? I'm not sure what right even is anymore. Clover. I've been thinking... Is she the sister? Is that what just got revealed? I've got to tell you something. I'm listening. My name is not Vanille. It's Dysis. Dysis Amor. Now's not the time for jokes, Vanille. Just shut up and listen. Sorry. I'm all ears. Ever since I arrived on the island... I can't with this. It's too much for me. Clover, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Am I dead? Hey, hey, relax, okay? Everything will be okay. I'm here with you. Tell me what's going on. Why do the worst things always happen to the best people? Why? It's always the same. It's so unfair. Well, I like to think the universe has a plan for all of us. Besides, if I hadn't been sick, I would have never known you, right? You idiot, why didn't you tell me? I didn't want my disease to mark me. I didn't want to be treated differently. I wouldn't have treated you differently. Vanille, you're doing it right now. It's just that... It's okay, Vanille. Breathe in. What is it you wanted to tell me? Ever since I arrived on the island, I couldn't get this coincidence out of my head, but I think I understand everything now. It's not that the island is making us immortal. Rather, the island is frozen in time. Do you understand? Time is not passing here. What's the difference? You arrived here before me. Time stopped for you the moment you set foot on the island, but it didn't stop for everyone. You left home and came here to save your sister when she was just a baby. But time went on normally for her until I grew up and came here. And that's why we're meeting each other now. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm Dysis, Clover. You're Dysis. What? What are you saying? When I took this job, they gave me a false name. They told me to not reveal the real one until now. And I think it's because they didn't want you to know from the beginning because of how absurd this all sounds. But now that you've figured out what the artifact is, makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Your name is Dysis Emor? It is. How did you recover? It looks like I was never sick in the first place, Clover. It was just you. When Evan gave you the notebook and sent you here, he stayed and looked after me, didn't he? He was going to look after Dysis while I was here. But that was just a little while. Pretty much a day ago. No, Clover, it was years ago. Time went by and you never came back. While on the island, we didn't feel the passage of time. It doesn't affect us. That's why our watches stop while we're here. Evan must have thought you had died, that you'd never come back. He had no other choice but to look after me. Obviously, he thought it wouldn't last long. He thought that sooner or later my time would also come. But seeing how things turned out, it seems that time never came. I imagine that when he realized I wasn't sick, he decided to search for a place for me, a family. And he did a good job of it. Until today, I never knew I had a brother. Actually, I never knew where I really came from. After a long time, I'm guessing that he found out how the island works. He assumed you'd still be here, that from your perspective, you had just arrived. After that, he contacted me, pretending to be Upbring. He sent me here with the excuse of finding Evan, so that I would meet you. The only restriction they gave me was to hide my real name no matter what. I believe it's because they didn't want you to realize it was me from the beginning. First, you needed to figure out how the island works. Just think about it. It all makes sense. Neither of us would have believed any of this if we were told about it from the start. That's why he didn't tell me either. He wanted us to discover it by ourselves. We had to wait for this moment. Are you sure what you're saying? Can I trust you? Just look at me, Clover. It's me. I can't believe it. Dysis. 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 Will she appear if I say it 3 times, like Beetlejuice? Is it really you? You've been right in front of me all this time? Yes, Clover, it's me. You've grown so much. Dysis, can I give you a hug? Of course you can, you idiot. Aww. Dysis, I was so scared, so afraid of losing you. Ever since we lost Mom and Dad, I only had you, and I didn't want to lose what I loved the most. But it doesn't matter, none of that matters. Now that I know you're fine, because that's what I've always wanted. I can't believe how much you've grown. Are you staying healthy? Tell me about your friends, Dysis. Do they take good care of you? Has it really been years? I've got so many questions, dear sister. Whatever happened to Evan, and why did he use a different name with me? It was just a fake name he used to hide from the world. It was all part of his plan. He wanted to surprise us. He did it for us. Well, he managed. That Bast? Yeah. I suppose he wasn't that selfish after all. Hey, why are you crying? Aren't you happy to see me again after all these years? It's like, I didn't know you existed. I'm happy. That's all. Me too. I don't ever want this moment to end. I'm so happy I could die right now. Yeah, let's maybe not say that. But a group that has, diseases running in their family. From now on, everything will be better. I guess I'll have to stay here if I don't want my time to come. You'd better visit. And above all that... Clover? What's the matter? I'm just feeling a little dizzy, don't worry. No! Clover? What's wrong? Clover? There's no hospital here! Hey, wake up! What's happening? Get up! Someone help! Clover, say something to me, please! Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, do we finally get to meet? This will be interesting. Oh! I'm him! Oh, what a nice surprise. This is very interesting. Completely new setting of the island. Hello, old man. You're not from here, are you? Wait a minute. The hobo? I think you're confusing me with someone else. What brings you here, fella? I'd like to ask you about Clover. Clover? I've never met a boy with such a kind heart. Boy. Ever since he knew my knee. He does the grocery shopping for me. Can you believe it? He sure knows how to make an old man happy. Ha! Ha! It's a shame he's going through all that, don't you agree? Huh? Stop talking nonsense, would you? I don't get all the young people's slang these days. I'm talking about his disease. And his remaining days. What did you say? Is he ill? Didn't you know? Why does nobody ever tell me anything? Well, it doesn't matter. Thanks for your time. Okay, bye! It's so weird that I'm listening to the delay from Streamlabs, because now that's kind of what I'm learning. And the delay is so different. There's like a solid few seconds, and it's weirding me out. Oh, you're cute. Hey, I'm truly sorry, but right now I don't have a... Oh, no, I didn't come for that. I just wanted to ask about Clover. Clover? He's the personification of humility. Wow. If there's anything he loves, it's his little sister. Between you and me, he's a better father than a bunch of folks around here. How long since you knew about his condition? What are you talking about? He's going through a lethal disease in an advanced state. So you weren't aware? Huh? Who told you that? He himself, I thought you knew. I had no idea since when. I'm afraid I'm not aware of the details. That's all I know. Anyways, thanks for your time. Oh. Hey, dog. Oh, the tag says Apollo. Hey, my mom's dog's name is Apollo. Hey, kid. I wanted to ask if you know a guy named Clover. Clover? Oh yeah, he's my friend, you know? One day we were playing bliss ball with my friends and he was just walking by. He realized that they had left me out because I wasn't that good. He approached me and said, "Ignore them, bliss ball is for losers." Do you know how to play Spy Master? I didn't, so he invited me to his house and taught me. Ever since, I have won every single one of the Spy Master tournaments at school. I'm sure you'd beat me too. By any chance, did you know he was sick? Unfortunately, it's unlikely that he'll get better, and he doesn't have many days left. Why would you tell that to a kid? Huh? What did you say? I don't believe you. He would have told me. You're lying. It's a lie. It's a lie. You're a liar. Hey, easy. Liar. Wow. Way to ruin a kid's day. Hey, kid, wait. I'm sorry for my grandson. The thing is, this news isn't just shocking for us, it's also really devastating. Clover's like a member of our family. I can't imagine why he wouldn't have told us. I'm sure he didn't want us to worry. He hasn't been the same since his father died. It hurt us all, but he had it the worst. He must be really going through a nightmare. Is there really anything we can do? If we had money, it wouldn't make a difference. According to Clover, there's no treatment. So we'll just have to wait and be with him until... There's always the legend. The legend? Bastion, again with that. What's he talking about? It's an old fairy tale from around here. It's not a fairy tale. Bastion, where did you get that? I told you it was real. We found it with Cecil in a strange shrine when we were playing in the woods. Okay. What is the legend about, and what is the notebook? It's an old tale that says something about a hidden island that holds secret to eternal life, though nobody has found it and ever lived to tell about it. And this legendary notebook, so it is said, reveals the location. Okay, but apparently a little kid stumbled upon it and grabbed it and was totally fine. Hey, you, stranger! What, me? Come here! Well, okay. If I must. I don't know who you think you are. Clover telling you his secrets doesn't make you special. I'm still his best friend. Understand? Bastion! Alright, sorry. In any case, stranger, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you find the island for me? I don't want for Clover to leave us, and it may be our last hope. I'd do it myself, but Mom won't let me be outside after 8 o'clock. Bastion, leave the poor man alone. Leave it to me. Do you really plan on going? It's just a fairy tale. I've got nothing to lose. In that case, I'll lend you my boat. I'll also make up a bag of supplies for you. Well, hey, that doesn't sound half bad. We'll help in any way we can. Any friend of Clover's is a friend of ours, too. Friend, huh? I'll leave immediately. Interesting how the tides are turning. So we're finished with the monoliths, which means I think that everything else is... Whoa! Oh, great. How am I supposed to get back now? The island, time to discover what they... Wait a minute! Is this how... Wait a minute. So the cutscenes before, was this how I got to... Or this character got to Clover in the first place? Oh, do I really have to do these again? Oh, man. Oh. Okay, first word. I guess I'll be here for a while. Whoa, hang on now. What? What is happening? Do, 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 do. Let me tell you, it's so much easier the second time around. Okay, so I made the notebook? Or there's something that I'm greatly missing, I think. I think my brain just isn't connecting something. So, or maybe I'm the one that gave him the notebook? Oh. I'm not gonna make that. What do I think I'm doing? Okay, there we go. Alrighty. I'll write that down. I know exactly what this means. So when did him and Clover meet exactly? Like, did he come... Is this the now time? Like, while Clover's... No, this can't be. The atmosphere that they built is very beautiful. They did a really, really good job. maybe... Is he Evan? I guess it's time. Let's see. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal who looks for eternity, because the same man who, on this land, all ego abandons, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever my endless true eternity. What? What the heck is this supposed to mean? That it doesn't exist? No, I must have read it wrong. Eternal is not, nor will become, meaning lacks. What am I supposed to do? Clover! Please don't die. Aww. See, Vincent? I don't know what kind of fool you take me for, but you don't need to be a genius to realize you're hiding from something. And if I win, I want you to go back and face it. That was so funny. My phone just went off too. Hello? I was wondering if we could meet, please. Who is this? It's me. Who? You've got to be kidding me. Vincent, is that you? Not gonna lie here, I was pretty sure you were dead. At this point, I know you probably hate me, but I really need to talk to you. We're talking right now, aren't we? Face to face. I want us to settle this once and for all. Where are you? Write down the following coordinates. Okay, and don't worry, it's a safe place. Should I come alone or can I bring someone? Are they trustworthy? He's my right-hand man. I suppose that's no problem. A lot of shenaniganery happening. I don't know if I trust it. Well, by God, what do we have here? If this isn't the prodigy, the most brilliant and promising mind the world has ever known. He who will guide humanity to a better world. Are you done? You're evil. Have you been here all this time? What the heck is this place? Anyway, are you gonna tell me why you brought me here? Nicola's waiting for me on the other side. I want to reveal the truth about the world. Oh, you were serious. Let me get this straight, Vincent. You're returning to me what is mine. That's the least an author can demand, right? After all these years, you just show up all of a sudden and you deign to do what you should have done before? Were you expecting a prize or something? Dude, we're something else, alright? You're still acting like I'm the one responsible for all this? Like I was the only Evan? Oh! I knew it. Okay, he is Evan. You were as much a part of this as... Why then was revealing the truth my only responsibility? What was stopping you? You could have spoken up at any time, but you kept quiet. You did exactly the same thing I did. You want to know the teeny little difference, my old friend? You were the face. Let me ask you something. What do you think would happen if Andre Ager decided to reveal the truth to the world? It'd just be one of those tabloids where an ex-employee from Area 51 reveals top secret info. No matter how plausible the testimony, the man never has proof. People don't believe him. Is it because he's lying? Most likely. But in any cases, it's the other way around. Of course the government won't keep files in his name, and of course they'd scrub every last shred of the evidence suggesting he ever worked there. The absence of proof, paradoxically, becomes the proof. I'm not lying. I did work there. But they erased all the files and then my memories. Ring any bells? My name doesn't mean anything. However, if Mr. Evan Goldstein himself comes out and says something, that's a different story. And you know how people love faces. The story of the poor orphan kid who became a brilliant millionaire and wins everybody's heart. They don't seem to realize they've been told the same old story over and over again. And still, they always fall for it. I'm sure they would believe any nonsense that comes out of your mouth. We're doomed as a species, no doubt about it. It may be more Evan than you, but as far as people are concerned, you, and only you, are Evan. That is why, my friend, the responsibility was on your shoulders. But instead, you just ran away. You ran away taking everything that should have been mine. Seems you weren't so upset with what they created after all. Do you think I enjoyed doing that? Do you think I had good time seeing you like that? Do you think I didn't feel like the scum of the earth? Do you have the slightest clue the heck I've been through since then? Why do you think I ran away? I couldn't take being part of that anymore. You could have talked to me, we could have found a way. Why do you think I brought you here? I know I should have done it sooner, but I couldn't, Andre. I couldn't. They were keeping an eye on me more than you. I was the public figure after all. And I was so little I could barely understand what was going on. I didn't know who to call for help. I didn't have anyone. They kept me alone and locked away. I was so scared. But that's about to change. Don't you get it, Andre? It was never about us. I'm not your enemy, nor are you mine. We've got one enemy in common. The ones who put us through all of this. The ones who created Evan. And I'm sure they also wanted this, to separate us. To sow resentment between us. To keep us silent, to keep us alone against the world. This is what they always wanted. Are you gonna keep doing what they want? I didn't bring you here to keep fighting. So what do you plan to do? Hold some press conference and spit everything out? Do you think that scenario ends with you alive and breathing? They'll chase you forever. You know how it ends. I know, and I don't care. I've got nothing left to lose. Don't worry, I won't mention you. What the heck? Toss my name in too. What? If you're going to sync up Bring, we have to do it right. I'm in. Whatever it takes to tear them apart. Though you're so large, it might not make any difference. I guess I'm not the only one who's changed. What I'm trying to say here is, for all the pain I've caused, I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I thought those words would never come out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay? Did you go to some spiritual retreat and find yourself? Seriously, where the heck are we? Well, actually, it's a long story. I think we've exhausted Nicola's patience as well. Well, all right. I'm sorry to say, it really is a very long story, so I'd settle in. Dun, dun, dun. I like the music. All right. I came here because it is believed that the island keeps the secret of eternal life. See that line of monoliths? It goes all the way down the seashore. They're hieroglyphs, and... Wait, I know this story. You do? Years ago, I heard rumors about an upbringing having a secret base in a place like this. Why does this word keep coming up that I can't say? They're everywhere, huh? I didn't believe it then. Me neither, but in any case, the immortality thing is a lie. I just finished translating all the monoliths. It's obvious it's a lie. I'm surprised you fell for something like that. Any ideas? Should I have some? No, I just hoped you'd come up with something. You're the genius after all. Everybody seems to believe that the genius and magician are the same thing. I can't perform miracles, Vincent. So there's nothing we can do? Just joking. I'm not completely honest with you. I can perform miracles and I do have ideas. Really? Though that doesn't mean you're going to like what I'm going to suggest. I guess it's better than nothing. I'm all ears. What does the message say? Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of its meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever my endless true eternity. It's perfect. But somewhat long, don't you think? We could make some changes. Changes? We could modify the message. What for? And how the heck do you expect us to rewrite them? I don't speak ancient hieroglyph puzzle. I didn't say anything about rewriting them. Wait here. Oh, is he gonna just go blow them up? Oh, he zapped them away. Where are you going? Vincent, come here. What is he up to? Look at this. Oh. You opened a portal on top of the monolith that leads to the same monolith? You weren't paying attention, were you? Look closer. It's different. Did you exchange them? The one from our left is now on our right and vice versa. Andre, just what are you up to? I was wondering if it would be difficult to form a new message based on the original. And as soon as you read it to me, I realized it wouldn't be. We'd just exchange some monoliths and repeat others. Indeed, something totally different could be achieved with a message somewhat opposite than the original. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity. Because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and forever is my endless true eternity. That's actually really beautiful. This one's the original, right? 46 monoliths, 46 words, but I suppose the following. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place, but only on this land the same man is forever endless true eternity. Wow. That is wildly different. 28 monoliths, 28 words. Notice that I'm only changing the order of some words or repeating them. And finally, I discard unnecessary ones. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place. Because only on this land the same man is forever endless true eternity. I still don't get it. Why we'd want to do that? Look, I've got an idea. Why don't you let me do the talking and you keep your questions for the end? Go on. Your friend Clover, right? What is it he wants the most above all things? To not die? Vincent, you really suck at this. Based on your description, Clover only cares about one thing, his sister. It doesn't matter if he saves himself or not. He just cares about saving Dysis. And what we could do is give him precisely that. Or more accurately, we could make him believe that. I'm going to tell you this now. We can't save him, neither him nor her. They're on death's doorstep already. There's nothing we can... But we can't make him believe the opposite. Imagine the following scenario. You go back to Clover's house with your notebook in your hands. You tell him, Clover, it's real. The legend is real. You gave him the notebook, and you tell him to come here for the artifact. You offer to take care of Dysis in the meantime. Clover, filled with hope, heads to the island, and he starts to decipher the messages, monolith after monolith. Remember, though, that this isn't the original message, but ours. Anyway, during his journey, Clover discovers someone else who also sent to the island. It's a girl who's also looking for something there. The girl decides to join him in his search, and they become close. Clover completes the message. He learns that the whole island is the artifact, and that the immortality is granted by the island from the moment you step on its shores. A bit of a disappointment sinks into Clover, now that he knows the artifact is not something he can take home to Dysis. But suddenly, the girl comes up with the theory that it wasn't immortality that the island granted, but rather the island exists outside of time as we know it. Time doesn't pass normally on the island, and as a result, Hours, days, months, and years didn't pass as usual there, making everything and everyone on it unaging, immortal, and eternal. That's when the girl also discovers that she is actually Dysis, Clover's sister, who had been sent by you. Due to the temporary gap that was generated because, remember, Clover arrived first, Dysis was able to reach his age outside the island and then head there years later. Clover obviously doesn't notice that span of years because he was on the island the whole time. In any case, getting back to the story, and just when Clover thought everything was lost, he realizes what's been looking for is in front of him the whole time. Dysis also reveals that she was never sick in the first place. Clover, seeing that his sister has grown and lived a good life, that she's alright and that they can still keep seeing one another as long as he stays there. He becomes happy. All of his worries vanish, a smile spreads across his face. He decides to stay and live on the island, you know, to postpone his death forever. The following days are happy. They're perfect. Dysis visits him from time to time, till the day comes when Clover eventually dies. But he dies believing everything. He dies happy. It's beautiful, fantastic. The audience cries, laughs, cue the applause. What do you think? It all just came to me. Brilliant, isn't it? As if it was the ending of some emotional video game. It's the most twisted thing I've ever heard. I knew you wouldn't like it. You've never liked my ideas. Just listen to what you're saying. It's absurd. Vincent, look at the damn place. Eternal life, an ancient civilization, a message engraved in monoliths? Don't you think it's already absurd enough? Do you really think adding some extra details would make it less believable? Isn't this what you wanted? Doing something for him? Maybe we can't avoid his leaving this world, but we can at least direct how he leaves it. Giving him a worthy end full of adventure and emotion. And die believing a lie? Look, Vincent. I'm sure that today somebody died believing you're a genius. It was their truth, their whole life. The truth only ceases to be true when you find out it's a lie. And Clover will never find out. Although it won't be the truth for us, it will be for him. Even though, if that truth just lasts an ephemeral moment. I think I said that word wrong. You can decorate it as much as you like. A lie is a lie, and just, it's not right. It doesn't feel right. I want to believe everyone deserves a happy ending. And suddenly that's not right? Our whole lives were a lie? That's the difference? Do you want to do something for Clover or not? Didn't you say you'd do anything for him? Let me recall, what was the other option? Oh yeah, leave him to die at home with the baby who also dies. An absolute solitude. But anyway, I'm not gonna judge you. It's your decision after all. Where are you going? Aren't we going to join poor Clover on his final days? Time passes while we ponder. Wait. Yes? The message. Your message is shorter than the original. What are you going to do with the remaining monoliths? You'd be surprised all the problems that high-powered explosives can solve. You're gonna blow them up? Not afraid someone's going to hear us. We're in the middle of nowhere. The girl? Who's the girl? Who's Dysis? An actress. No idea. We'll find someone. Promise me. Promise me whoever she is that she agrees with all of this. Let her know all the details. I promise. Andre, do you really believe something like this could work out? I don't have the slightest idea, but you know how much I indulge in making an idea come true when it takes a hold of me. I hope you know what you're doing. Tell me how I can help. Oh, no. Leave it to me. I'll take care of the island business. You make sure to convince Clover to come by here and to take care of the baby. When all this is over, we'll bring down Upbring. Together, like old times. You can trust me. Well, that's messed up. I don't know how to feel. I feel sad. Where am I? These sheets. I'm not at home, but I feel like I am. Ugh, my head hurts. I don't know how I got here. Last thing I remember is doing the whole act in front of Clover. Clover! I need to see if he's alright. Uh-oh. Am I in Clover's house? So much light. Oh. Oh. You know, Clover? Always thought I had everything. Everything anybody could ever want. Money, fame, power. Funny thing is, when I disappeared, no one really cared. It was all over the news, sure. But there wasn't anyone genuinely worried about me. No one wondering if I was okay, and honestly, I don't blame them. But it was when I asked the neighbors about you that I realized that actually I never had anything. Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace, Dysis. Oh! Oh, she is dead. Look who just woke up. Oh. Don't tell me you don't find it strange. What? Him dying at such a convenient moment? Too convenient, I'd say. If it had happened just a few hours earlier, everything would have gone to waste. How did you know so precisely when it would happen? Huh. I didn't. That's reassuring. Oh good, now are you going to start preaching to me about right and wrong too? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, I just lied to him. He lied to the whole world. He deserved a little punishment, didn't he? Besides, he went to talk to her. He'll find out eventually. You think he'll get mad? Of course he will. But then he'll remember that my way of doing things once again worked, and he'll forget about it. I want to ask you something. Do you really believe that if she had known everything from the start, her connection with Clover would have been as authentic as it was? Nobody wants to be part of a farce. I didn't force anyone to do anything. She saw all his pain, and lying to him was the least she can do. She decided to do it. But it's not about lying or telling the truth, nor is it about doing the right thing nor the wrong thing. It's about getting results. But I guess it's easier to just call me the movie's villain. Guess we all have our little lies. That was really sweet. Evan's remains. I liked the story. I did enjoy. There was a big plot twist at the end. I would have liked a little bit more mechanics besides the monoliths. That's, I think, my only thing with this story, is because they did have a really good reveal and some really good backstory. It's just, it's so easy to lose touch with the characters when the interaction, is only dialogue, I guess. Like, it would have been cool if maybe Clover did some of the monoliths with us so that we had more of an interaction with Clover as a character in the actual play. But it was very, very clever that the puzzles that you went through were the words that were trying to debunk everything. So I did really, really enjoy this game, and I do hope these creators keep creating because they are good at what they do. And this is something that I haven't seen before. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the story. Let me know in the comments below what you liked, what you didn't like, if it got you in the heart, if you cried, if you're angry. I want to know everything you're feeling. And as always, all those likes, comments really help. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you're enjoying the channel. Thank you guys so much. As always, I will see you in the next one. Bye!